So, yep. There you go. And now point it towards the ceiling. Yep. Sweet. That actually looks really good. Your fingers are kind of like, see how mine are like kind of spaced out?
Mm-hmm. I have big hands. It's kind of.
Yeah, but see how like your pinky's doing one of these things now? There you go. Okay. Does that feel weird?
Yeah, for my pinky.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So one way, that's a good way to like practice, like just getting used to this position, is we're gonna do like a little spider crawl with the ball. You see what I'm doing?
How do I do that?
So just literally just like spider crawl up and down the bow.
That's so weird.
Yep. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Like use your first finger and just.
Yep. I don't know how I feel about this. Good thing I'm a vocalist.
Yeah, it's really weird.
This feels so weird.
Yeah,
like you're done. Like you're not even halfway up.
Just literally like just keep doing this. Like. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that actually, like, do you see, like, look in the mirror. Like, do you see how now, like, your fingers are, like, more apart?
Yeah.
Like, they were like this before, but now, like, they're more spread apart. That's how they should be. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to make it down. I can just tell you that now.
That looks so much better, though. Okay. So, get back to the bow. Okay. Oh, my God. Yes. Do you see how, like, your fingers are more spread out now? Because they were literally like this before. Now they're like this. And make sure your pinky's on top of the stick. Yes. Oh my God, that looks so much better.
The pinky's still so uncomfortable.
And put your finger, there you go. Like your first finger should be right there. Yep. And your finger on top so that you can point it towards the ceiling. So you can like tap your pinky like on the stick. Yeah. It's a weird, but you can do it. That's good. That's so good. Okay. So... now, point it towards the wall, and just, like, let it, like, if you have to do this to, like, let it hang, like, grab the bow with your left hand, and just, like, pronate your hand towards the door a little bit. Like, do you see how, like, you're like this? Bring up your elbow, and there you go. Okay. That is so, does that feel weird?
It feels better, but it's still so weird.
Yeah, okay, because it's something new. So, like, if you literally just, like, do that, like, that actually looks, like, a ton better than before. Because before you were literally like this. So now that looks actually so much better. Just curve your pinky, because you're doing, like, one of these things now.
What do you mean? Which way?
Yep. Like, so towards me. There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Awesome. Okay, that looks so good. Okay, so now that your bow hand looks amazing, so now we're going to grab our instrument. Yep, you can grab the instrument. And do you remember doing these things?
I'm trying to learn how to do this with one hand now. Kind of.
Yep, 45-degree angle, remember. So, like, your head's, like, doing one of these things. So, like, bring your, like, head straight up. And tilt the... there you go. Okay, does that feel weird? Does that feel comfortable?
It's comfortable.
Comfortable? Okay. So... now we're going to learn how to do, like, open string bow strokes. Nice. So, like, you don't have to use your left hand at all. So, if you want to, you could support the viola by placing your hand, like, right here. Yep. There you go. Okay. So, the first one we're going to do is we're just going to set the bow just on the string. Yep. Okay, you see how your pinky's, like, still, like, curving out? There you go. Awesome. That's literally, like, go look in the mirror right now. Don't move anything. Look in the mirror. Do you see how that looks?
Yeah.
Do you see how your pinky is still curving in? So curve it towards me. There you go. And you see how your first finger is pointing towards you? Yeah. That's good. And your fingers aren't still super tight together. They're spread out. The bow's on the string. You're at a 45-degree angle. This is a perfect setup. Like, I want you to, like, look in the mirror and take a mental picture of that. Because it's amazing. Okay.
I got this. Looks like I'm joining an orchestra now.
Okay, so actually you stay there and like watch yourself in the mirror while you're doing the bow stroke, so you can see like all the movements of your body. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do is place the bow on the string again, and we're just gonna do like legato. So we're just gonna pull the bow across the string. So just an open D string, which is the second one. Second one.
Okay.
Yep. This one right here. Yep. Okay. So now we're just gonna pull the bow across the string. And then back up. now the next part, so we got the finger and the hand frame down. So now the next part of your bow hand is your wrist. So do you see how when I'm up here, it's like I'm sniffing my wrist?
Yeah.
So bring your bow hand like all the way to the frog, which is this part, and bring your wrist up.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yep.
That's
So like
as far as I
put
can
your
go.
hand, like your palm should be like parallel with the floor, and your wrist should be like going to sniff your wrist. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Okay. So, and your bow. There you go. Okay, that looks so much better because before you were like doing like one of these things, but like when you go to elbow, your wrist should be up here. Good. Okay, so now let's just do the open D string again. And as you go from here, do you see how my wrist is like doing one of those things where it's like pointed out? And then as I go up here, my wrist is coming up.
Got it. Okay.
Let's just do that really quick. Okay, so you start here, wrist is down, and then pick your bow up off the string and just travel in the air and bring your wrist up and like sniff your wrist and then put it down. Good. Do you like feel that?
Yeah.
Like the difference, like how your wrist, do you see my wrist? Like it's going from here and then up.
Yeah.
See that? Okay. So now let's just do the same thing except we're going to go on the string now. We're not going to lift it up. Okay. So start next to the frog.
So we're going down first or?
I'll start at the frog so that your wrist is like this. D string, yep. And I'll pull the bow. Okay. And then your wrist should... No, it's okay.
I want to say on that note so bad.
And your wrist should be like this. Like you see how like my arm is out and yours is kind of still bent still? So just go all the way to the tip of the bow and extend your elbow. Like, do you see how, like, you're going like this? Bring your arm forward a little more. Like, by your shoulder.
Oh, this is so weird.
Okay. Look in the mirror, stare exactly how you are. Like, do you see how this is at, like, an angle?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're gonna do...
Like, actually go...
Like, you're gonna keep the rest of your body still, and you're gonna bring your shoulder... Yes, okay. Right there. Do you see how that is parallel? Like, you have the bridge... You have the bow, and you have the fingerboard. Do you see how that is exactly in the middle of the bridge and the fingerboard? Okay, so now I want you to stay exactly on this point, on that contact point. Okay. So think of it as like this is the South Pole, this is the North Pole, and you want to stay on the equator. Okay? So just pull the bow and try to stay on the equator. Yep, you can change strings, but let's just... Yeah, okay, so let's just stay on the D string for right now so that you really feel like that you have to extend your arm from your elbow. That was good.
How do I stay on one note?
Yep, that's good. And now bring your wrist up so that you're sniffing your wrist. Yeah, like do you see how right now, look right now that your wrist is straight? You need to bend it. Okay. Sniff your wrist. Like, go like that.
Oh, that's so far away.
No, literally, like, pick the bow up and, like, literally just, like, sniff your wrist. Like, do you see how mine's bent and yours is still straight?
Yeah.
Like,
that's so weird. Like,
there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, so now let's just do a bow on the D string again. So, starting with the frog. Yep. Okay, you see how you're not on the equator? Get on the equator. Parallel. Parallel with the fingerboard and the bridge. Yep, you see how you're a little tilted?
Yeah.
Right there. There you go. Yep. Okay. So now let's just do down bow. And up bow. Good. Okay, so now you know what to look for, that like you go like you're not extending your arm all the way, so you need to think of it like coming from your elbow. Like once you get, okay, so just watch me do this like from behind. So I'm starting here, my wrist is bent, my elbow is up, I'm like this, and I'm doing this, and then I'm going as far as, you see how like I'm in the middle of the bow, there's like a square between my hand, my elbow, me, and the contact point of the viola. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So now from this square, I'm going to extend from my elbow. and my wrist is gonna bend. Yes.
Okay.
Did you just feel that?
Yes.
Okay, so from here, we're kind of like at a triangle. And then at the middle of the bow, we're at a little square. And then from here again, we're extending from the... Yes! Okay, look at this. Go at the tip again. Tip of the bow.
On the tip of the bow.
Yep. Put it down. Okay. Do you see how your arm is straight, your wrist is bent? That's in the equator. Yep. Okay. Take a mental picture of that.
Okay.
Yes. That is exactly right.
Nice.
Okay. So now let's move on to a bow stroke. So now you got like the basic form down. So just like something else to think about. Let's do just a détaché stroke, which is like the fundamental like bow stroke of string instruments. So what we do is kind of like the legato stroke we were doing when we were practicing, except it's a little shorter and there's like a little space between the notes. So let's do just open D string again.
I have to get my finger. Got this.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Stay on the equator. And we're only going to use like half the bow. So start a little more towards the frog. Yep. And then, so watch me first and then try to imitate what I'm doing, okay? That was really good. That was really good. That's like the basic fundamental détaché stroke. It's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's do one more because I know like you're still like all brand new to like all of this.
Yeah.
So let's do martelé stroke, which just sounds like super intimidating, but all it is just détaché with a little bit of a bite in the beginning and then it fades to nothing. So it's like an accent and then a diminuendo. So it's like kind of like a little sforzando except in a little bow stroke. Okay, bow hand, do you see how like your hands are like collapsed?
Yeah,
there you go.
So much. Something like this.
And then on the equator, yep. Okay, so martelé, just watch me do it a couple times and then you're gonna try. Okay, so what did I do?
Like you started off warm, the louder side got soft. I don't know how you did that.
Okay, so how to get that bite in the beginning is you push down, like with your first finger, you push pressure with your first finger onto the string. So do you see how I'm putting pressure and I'm like wiggling the string a little bit? That's how much pressure you want. So try doing that. Like press down, like on the string with a lot of pressure and just wiggle the string. Don't make any noise. Just like with your bow.
Oh.
Yep. More pressure. More pressure so that like you can physically move the string but no noise. There you go. That's how much pressure you need. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
And it's going through your first finger. So you're pressing down with your first finger and you're just going and then diminuendo. So let's try that. Yep. Okay, more speed when you pull the bow. Yeah, that was more like it, but you need like a little more of a bite. Yeah, so now when you get that initial bite, just drag the bow and just let it fade out. Yeah, except you didn't have the bite, so you need more pressure with your first finger. A little more pressure. You hear I was gonna like one of
what
those
do you mean by
things.
pressure? Like actually putting just
like actually like you see like my first finger like I'm in the middle like, between my first and second knuckle. So you just press down with like so you feel like all the weight like from your shoulder and your arm are going through your first finger and you're just pressing down with your first finger. So what might help is putting, there you go. Okay. More, okay, do the wiggle thing like with the pressure where you can just wiggle the string.
How did I do that before?
More pressure, way more pressure. Like physically you feel like you're gonna like break the instrument but don't really. Yes. Do you see that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you got the bite, but now you just need to. Yeah, you got the bite. Now you just need to practice.